HawkFanatic.com is brought to you by Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek, Patrick Eads Place. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Mike's E-Keys for Cars. GT Car and his great crew at Subel's Building and Remodeling. Subel's Flowers, the home of 1-800-800-ROSE. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Harty and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Diamond Dreams Sports Academy. Senior Benefits. Premier Automotive in North Liberty, the Oxyoke Inn and the Amanas. Streets Maintenance, doing expert plumbing. Dr. Lance Forbes, Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids, and Big Dog Tech Solutions. Here's Tom Suter, and from HawkFanatic.com, Pat Harty.
We are here. We're ready for anything that you throw at us this morning. Go.
What are you? No.
Not going to work?
No.
Has it been a good show so far?
I laughed and I cried.
What made you laugh?
That I was doing a show.
What made you cry?
That I heard my show.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
All right. I got to confess, did not watch the Super Bowl.
I watched the halftime, but not much. The game sucked. I mean, the first half, it was like Iowa 23 versus Iowa 24. Seriously, I was going to tweet.
Oh, my God.
I was going to tweet that, but I thought, haters. That's what it reminded me of.
The greatest line was, Bad Money had more yardage.
I heard, but no, it reminded me of 23 Iowa football versus great special teams, great defenses, and neither offense could do much. And but yeah, no, Seattle's defense was impressive from what I watched. And I watched you didn't watch the halftime show?
I did not. I saw one play, and Sam Darnold was getting rushed, had a guy 10 yards in the open for a touchdown and overthrew him by 10 yards.
Jackson Smith and Jimga, or is that how you pronounce it? Jackson Smith in Jigba, right? I think it's in Jigba.
Yeah, I think that's right.
N-J-I-G.
Yeah,
yeah, he did. But that was the game. Both quarterbacks were under duress. I mean, Drake May got sacked 6 times, I read. But no, I didn't watch much. And the halftime show, the choreography and the presentation and everything was great.
Yeah.
The music, no. I did like Lady Gaga's song, not just because it was in English, just because I liked that song.
Yeah.
His stuff's a little too rappy for me, but that's not.
Yeah.
What song did Gaga do?
I have no idea.
I
just understood it.
Yeah. So they were getting married. There was
there was a marriage. Yeah. And it was just really neat, all the choreography and stuff, and the message of unity and all that, and it just. But God, I mean, if you go on social media, I mean, you're reminded about what a S show we are right now. I mean, just the nonsense, people fighting on both sides about a freaking halftime.
We need Americans.
I just saw a video of the halftime show of the 1958 NFC Championship. It's 6 women with Santa costumes and reindeer dancing on the snowfield at halftime.
See, I would like that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But no, the choreography and everything was very impressive, and I did like that Lady Gaga song. It had a good beat to it, and it was good.
No, it was just,
and it was 13 minutes.
It was really a good. He just did a good show, and he really. I mean, if we weren't so effed up, you could look at that, and that was a celebration of diversity of America.
Well, that, and it was also saying, let's hate, let's love, not hate. It's love over hate.
Well,
that was
people
the message.
don't like that.
Yeah, and some people just don't. And I just,
And he had like
134 million the last I read.
Yeah, the last I read were 138, but whatever.
Well, maybe it's going to get a higher every time.
Then they're comparing it to 5 million. Went over to the other, the
Kid Rock.
Point.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
But Puppy Bowl.
Somebody posted that right after that Turning Point's released that 9 billion people watched the Kid Rock thing. I thought that was pretty funny. But
Puppy Bowl had like 13 million.
I'm actually surprised it had 5 million. I mean, because he wasn't even. It was lip sync, but he wasn't even singing live.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I never liked his music. Long before I even knew, I couldn't have cared less what his music is torture.
Well, the lyrics are.
I've seen.
Are not
No, they're not. No,
I mean, not conservative Christian.
No, they're not.
But now I'll say there's a lot of left singers and stuff that have raunchy lyrics too. I can't.
Oh, indeed.
But and I know what you're saying, but they want to make him out to be like he's some message of good. No,
white Christian values, and he isn't.
His songs are raunchy trash.
No, if they wanted to do something like that, get the Lundstroms.
Lundstroms, yes, without question. You know, but it was what the cow cells I heard turned him down. Why halftime, please? You know.
Yeah. Why do we need that?
But no, with all the stuff they got up in that amount of time, I mean, they didn't have a lot of time to work with. They did all that stuff in like 20, 25 minutes, and it was impressive. Yeah. The amount of work that went into that to have it play out. And, you know, when he was walking out, you saw like the small business. It was representing small business and community spirit and stuff. It stood for a lot of good stuff. Why it is so divisive is just where we are.
Well, it came out as far as all this, Rolling Stone and all the others, AP and everything, as the second greatest halftime, only to Prince's number one.
For
production. And,
okay, yeah, I mean, and that's subjective. It's all opinion. You can't.
It all is.
You'll never have a fact to say. But yeah, it seemed fine, and but no, I would never go out and buy his music. It's just not my thing.
Nor mine.
Well, but then when it says, "Oh, nobody understood it." Well, I mean,
how many millions of people that speak Spanish understood it?
Yeah, and it's a worldwide broadcast.
And a third of it was her singing in English.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't understand that, but, you knew he was going to
She's got such a great damn voice.
You knew he was going to launch.
Yeah.
And what's funny is they showed a video of Marl Huggo, and that was on instead of Kid Rock. Yeah. They had they were watching that, so, but. The game itself just was horrible. I mean, it just was not entertaining at all.
We were watching the Olympics, and your point saying, that Bad Bunny's thing was a great look at diversity in America, right?
Yeah.
The American figure skating team was the most diverse group of people I'd ever seen in my life. Gay, Asian, mixed,
Well, we've been sending a pretty diverse basketball team to the Olympics for years too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I don't. It's painful to have to watch this every day.
Yeah, it's silly.
Lindsey Vonn, that's just. I don't know. She really shouldn't have competed.
But she did, and she broke her leg,
and it didn't work.
Didn't work, and it sounds like she's going to be okay. I think she relished the challenge, but. Yeah, maybe I think this is probably it. She's 41.
I would hope so.
So yeah, I mean she caught a flag with her pole, and yeah, I still say the downhill is one of the most fun things to watch.
Well, I love watching downhill.
Yeah, I got to make sure. It's all over now though, isn't it?
It's all over the downhill. Yes.
Yeah. But no, and it looks like if you could do it, that it would be so much fun to do that.
Although you do have the all around that includes the downhill.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I haven't watched.
Slalom.
I have not watched any Olympics yet.
Okay, did you watch on Peacock or on?
I haven't been on Peacock and can't remember the last football season.
Peacock just the picture.
Yeah, no, the picture
is just,
and it always seems more closer up. They always seem to have closer views.
Oh, it just. I mean, it just.
But yeah, anytime something says it's on Peacock, for some reason it pops up on a YouTube channel now. I'm getting that more and more.
What we watched, I think, initially was on USA, but we watched it on Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock's the picture is just so much better.
So
yeah,
it is good.
It's amazing.
And as far as the Mason Richmond is now a Super Bowl champion, right? He's and is he the only? I think he's the only.
He's the only.
Yes, he's the only one on there. So, but congratulations to him. Nice little way to end your rookie season, but yeah, no. Again, the game, I didn't have much interest in either team to begin with, but then when it was just a defensive grinder in the first half, it was 3-0, and I'm like, God, it looks like the 24 team's going to beat the 23 team like 9-6, because the defense was incredible, and let's face it, Iowa had a pretty miserable offense in 2023 and still won 10 games.
Yeah.
I still say that's. One of the wildest. Yeah, that was the Deacon Hills and all the injuries. I still say that's one of Kirk's greatest accomplishments is that he was able to do that. So, but then as far as the men yesterday, they grinded one out.
That's it.
And that's all you have to do. They won by 6. Now, I'm a little concerned. Sturts does seem to be having to score a lot more points now. And you don't need your point guard to score half your points.
No, you don't.
They only had 2 players in double figures.
But at least he can.
Well, yeah, he can, but he's not going to be able to do that against.
No.
They got to get more guys involved.
For sure.
They have to. And because good teams will maybe let Sturts do that and then completely shut down everybody else. But Sturts and Banks were the only ones in double figures. They also combined to make all 15 of their free throws, which they're starting to do regularly now. So, but no, Bennett is playing at an incredibly high level, and that's good because you imagine that team yesterday without him.
Well, they sure wouldn't have beaten Northwestern the way they played.
Yeah, Northwestern, I'll tell you, that little guard, that Jake West, number 3, he is good.
He was yesterday.
Well, he's been good. He's a guy that's coming. He's a young guy. They're going to build. He's supposedly kind of their next piece. Chris talked about that after the game. I didn't realize how quick he was.
He is very quick.
Quick. He doesn't look quick, and he kind of runs with duck feet. You know, he just doesn't look real athletic. Then, man, he gets that crossover dribble. He blew by a couple Iowa defenders and went right to the basket. He had 18 points. He was really good. I did not see that coming.
Was his average 3 points a game, or was it 6?
It was somewhere around there.
It's not much.
I believe is he a true freshman?
I think so.
I believe he didn't play much early, but man, he was other than Sturts, he was as good as any guard on that floor yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Iowa could not keep him they could not keep him in front of them defensively, and I was a little surprised by that. But yeah, they didn't play great, and they still won the game. And I like the fact that Ben didn't use the trip, let down. He's like, no. He goes, Northwestern played well, and we just didn't play winning basketball to begin with. And he said it didn't have anything to do with the Pacific Northwest hangover.
And Northwestern was, I think, probably embarrassed a little bit by Illinois and said, we're not doing that again.
And Iowa, don't take me.
It's not Illinois.
Iowa's not Illinois.
No.
Hello.
Hello. I'd like to know, where did they store all that stuff they put out there in the field at halftime?
I always wonder about stuff like that, but those places are gigantic.
They are.
And they've got...
that was an awful lot of stuff.
Yeah, but there's so much space there. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine they have it all.
How in the world could Lindsey Vaughn go out and go down the hill when we have girls that have torn ACLs here and they're out for a whole year?
Well, she only made it 13 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and basketball, it's just completely...
Basketball's a little bit different in skiing.
That's way different.
I suppose, but still.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're saying, but it didn't turn out well for Lindsay.
But, I mean,
I was wondering, did Northwestern play it better than they normally do, or Iowa play worse, or what?
Or both.
Both, and she hit a flag, too. I don't know if her knee had... I mean, she hit a flag on the way down with her pole, and that caused her to lose.
And is that how she got off balance?
That's how she got off balance, and she couldn't... I'm not sure how much her knee had anything to do with it.
She bent over backwards, and by then her center of gravity was all wrong.
Off. Yeah, and it probably didn't help when she tried to land, but no, she hit it when she hit that pole. But, yeah, it was a little of both. Iowa didn't play well, and Northwestern played really well on defense. And Iowa's not Illinois.
Yeah.
That's true.
Illinois is probably the best.
Illinois beat them by 40 points?
I think Illinois might be the best team in the conference right now. I think there might even be a little better than Michigan.
That might
what
be
about
right.
Purdue?
Then how about Maryland winning at Minnesota yesterday after Minnesota beats Michigan State? So
And then we have to go face them at their place.
I still think Iowa wins.
I do too.
Would not be
We'll
shocked if they
probably-
lost, though.
No, of course not.
We'll
It's a
probably
Big Ten.
decide that, hey, we got to play better than we did against Northwestern.
Well, and we do. Unless Maryland plays worse. And then who knows?
Well, I watched all of that Super Bowl, and I can't say it was thrilling, but I watched it and I listened to the post game afterwards.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I feel
And
for
I'm
you.
wondering, how come the baseball people, they get in there and they have these big champagne where they drown everybody?
I hate
football, when they win, they just go in, they have little drinks.
Well, because they don't want to waste good alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
They appreciate
true.
They appreciate
And they don't
alcohol.
cover up their locker room like they do in baseball.
See, that always gripes me is when they have $100 bottles of champagne and they're shaking it up
spray
and
it all over
spraying
the
everybody.
place.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, and I noticed in baseball that's what they do. They
Yeah,
spray it
they do.
everywhere.
And they're consistent about it, and they always have been.
Can we find less important things to complain about? Seriously. I mean, is there anything less important than this to complain about?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, you guys have a good day.
Thanks, Karen.
Sir, are you with me on that one, Captain? I never really gave any consideration to complaining about how teams celebrate.
See, stuff like that pisses me off, like in action movies when they blow up cars and buildings and stuff.
But they're not.
Pisses me off.
But they're not. Most of them aren't real cars.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're the shell of cars.
Are you sort of joking, or are you...
No, it
he's
pisses
serious.
me off.
No,
Wow, yeah,
he's always been pissed off, and I love it when they blow up. But they're not really blowing up cars.
I suppose.
And it's if they can afford to do it, then that's their business. Who cares?
I know.
Yeah.
It's just, a lot of people spend their lives scraping together the money to get a car, and then they just blow them
Well,
up.
if you could just could get the outside of the car, and not get the engine and stuff,
which they can,
it'd
and
be
which I'm sure they do.
It'd be a lot cheaper.
That is true.
And worthless.
So, which is more important, Pat? The wasting the champagne or blowing up shells of cars?
Neither. If I had to pick one, probably the.
Well, you like to see things blow up.
Not really. I mean, I've never really given it much thought. I've never really given that much thought.
I would have thought you would like to see things blow up. Why do I like to see things blow up?
Well, you do. And
I mean, I guess I do, but I guess I've just never given any of this much thought. It's amazing what past Karn can take us down.
See, that's the beauty of having open phone lines.
Karn
Pat.
has issues. She usually has a few complaints when she calls in. She didn't say if she watched the halftime show. She said she made it. She even watched the post game. That is torture.
Oh, I turned it off.
Oh God, no! I mean that stuff. And it started at like 7 a.m. It just goes all day, all the talking heads, and then the game itself is just.
Yeah, boy.
I wonder, have they had any ratings yet? Have the ratings come out for how many viewers were watching the game itself? Because there weren't 135 million people watching that.
Isn't it generally typically somewhere around 200
they
million?
asked Tom Brady what he thought of that.
Is it really? They usually get 200 million people watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, well, it's worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah, I didn't realize it would have that many.
Yeah, my brother in
Might
Germany.
be more.
Hello?
Hi, I had a question about Hawkeye spring sports.
Okay.
So obviously spring sports are coming up. I was just curious if you had any insight on like softball, baseball. What should expectations be for this year? Isn't the softball coaching staff relatively new? So like, what are expectations year to year? Building and things like that.
Well, softball's 3-2 right now
Right.
after the tournament down in Florida. I think with softball, you got to be somewhat reasonable with the expectations. Do I think they're going to contend for any? No, I think she's put together a roster fast. Stacey May Johnson first season. They may prove me wrong, but if they can finish 500 in Big Ten play, I think
I was just going to say
that would be impressive.
That would be a good goal.
Baseball's got a lot of experienced position players back. Will be great defensively. Should be okay offensively. Don't know anything about the pitching right now. It's all new pitching. If the pitching comes through, baseball could, they basically average at least 32 wins a season. They haven't been to the tournament. They went 2 years ago. I think there's a chance they could make the NCAA tournament and be a Big Ten contender if the pitching comes through, and that's a big if.
Okay. How about track and field? Is that?
I don't.
I mean, obviously that. So much year to year.
They're to the point now with track and field where I expect them to always be pretty competitive now. Whether they're going to be another Big Ten contender, I couldn't tell you right now, but they're always now set up, both men and women, to be pretty good. But that's about all I can tell you right now. I haven't looked into it enough.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for the call.
I got us back on track. Hawks, Captain Hawks. Now, where are you taking us? Away from the
I
Hawks.
just looked at the Super Bowl.
800 million viewers.
They don't have the finals yet, but 128 million for just the game, but it spiked with the halftime show to 138.
Yeah, because there's probably a lot of people that couldn't care less about football, and they wanted to watch Bad Bunny.
That's worldwide, or is that in America
That's
alone?
America.
Big Bunny. Bad Bunny. Mediocre rabbit. That's got too many syllables.
It does.
But it means the same thing, though. No, mediocre's better than bad. But he's bad and like bad, not like bad person.
No, he's not.
Because I've read about him. He does a lot for charity.
He does.
No, he does.
I looked him up. He's worth $50 million.
Yeah, he does a lot for charity.
They said I saw some interview at he used to work bagging groceries at a grocery store in his town in Puerto Rico, and they said he goes back there and floods them with gifts and whatever. Seems like a good dude.
Yeah,
he is a good dude, a great entertainer. Not my cup of tea.
I don't like his music. I love Roger Waters' music, and he's an a-hole. You know, you can separate. You know.
Bad Waters.
Mean Waters.
Mean Waters. Okay, how many would watch it?
I would love his halftime show where
he just starts.
Oh, if he was just out there by himself and then halfway through he just starts screaming about how bad everything is. How many views if Roger Waters was the halftime show by himself? Do you think he's going to get views just because it's the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
But I mean, it would be interesting because he probably would go off.
Go off and people be switching.
Now, if Pink Floyd all of a sudden made up and the three of surviving members decided, we want to be the halftime show, that would be interesting because I still think those guys, the three of them, are still healthy enough at their age to where they can perform. I mean, Roger Waters hasn't really aged much he doesn't look much different than and David Gilmour, other than losing more and more hair every time I see him, he looks like he's still pretty good. Don't know about the drummer Nick Mason, and of course Richard Wright. God bless his soul, Captain. He's dead. Keyboard player.
He gave away the ending.
Yeah.
They can get another keyboard player.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of them out there that are great.
Yeah. But they they could. Yeah, no, there are lots of them.
People aren't going to watch. Sorry, their time has passed, Pat.
Oh.
They're done.
Oh, I know they're done, but they still if Pink Floyd decided to get together and have a tour again, they'd drop thousands of viewers, and whether you say so or not, they would.
Thousands.
Millions. They would get millions of people going.
If they get as many as
Taylor Swift. I'm not going
to. They wouldn't get as many as Prince had or as.
But there's millions of Pink Floyd fans out there, Captain.
Oh, there
whether
are.
You want to acknowledge that or not? They're out
I
there.
I will acknowledge that.
And if they did all of a sudden decide they were going to do a reunion tour or something, it would be huge. But it's never going to happen. They hate each other.
First of all,
it would be huge.
They wouldn't get on the stage that quickly.
Well, for their age, they move. They look fine. I can't stand Roger Waters now, but for a guy almost 80, physically he looks really good.
What about the Oasis? What if they got on stage?
See, I never followed their.
They're touring.
The Gallagher brothers.
Yeah, they
started fighting.
Yeah, but I've never followed them. They got Wonderwall and that other song you guys.
How many people would watch them fight?
Oh, fighting probably
Champagne
more
Supernova.
Yeah, see, I don't like that song at all. But the Wonderwall thing. But see, I don't like Oasis, so I don't care.
I don't either.
Yes.
But their tour is making
millions. And I knew it. You knew it would.
Of course,
you knew it would. Yeah,
and I'm sure Pink Floyd would too.
No, I'm sure that they would. I'm not saying Pink Floyd isn't popular.
But what's frustrating is they could physically still do it. Mm-hmm. They're still the three of them's around, and like you said, people would line up to be their keyboard player. Wouldn't you?
A
halftime show they couldn't do because the freaking songs.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
have a halftime show that goes an hour.
Well,
and 40 minutes.
What if they did Money and
another brick in the wall?
Yeah, you could do that with a. Yeah, you could. That'd
be good.
That'd be good. But yeah, it would only be two songs. That would be the problem. Same thing like if all of a sudden Led Zeppelin decided, let's get together. Jason, you play the drums. We'll be the halftime show.
If the Grateful Dead
I will say
were alive and they.
But I heard Robert Plant sing. I heard Robert Plant sing recently. He's not as. I mean, he's almost 80. It's not like the Robert Plant with the shirt unbuttoned,
No, your voice changes
with
too.
the bell-bottom jeans. Yeah, it's not the same. I get that.
I saw the movie this weekend. Song Sun Blue was streaming. And I didn't realize it's a true story.
Is that the one with
Neil? It's about Neil Diamond.
It's not about Neil Diamond. It's about Neil Diamond's a tribute band to Neil Diamond.
Oh,
and the actors from Australia. What's the guy's name? The actor
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
And Kate Hudson.
Okay.
And they were very popular in Milwaukee. And it was really good. And it's a true story, but it's not about Neil Diamond per se.
So it's about a tribute band to Neil Diamond?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was very
And
popular.
obviously it worked.
And there was a documentary done, and the movie was based on the documentary of this band. And it's a really good movie.
I'll take your word for it.
And
because I ain't watching it.
You watched.
Well, because I don't care about Neil Diamond, let alone a tribute band. But that's fine.
I'm kind of with you, Pat.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Greatest movie ever. I know. Greatest movie.
A cinematic tour de force.
Yep. And Neil. Yeah. No, you couldn't pay me to watch that movie.
A cornucopia of musical excellence.
The last thing I did with Neil Diamond was go to.
Kate Hudson got an Academy Award
on a
She's
date.
terrific.
What's that movie? It was a date. My junior. What was it? The Jazz Singer. God, I went to that at the theater on it, and I remember halfway through the theater, I remember saying, "Man, she ain't worth it. This is horrible."
No, yeah.
That movie was Love on the Rocks.
It was bad.
That was. Did you ever see Jazz Singer? That has you written all over it.
You mean the original with Al Jolson?
No,
because I have seen that.
You didn't see the one with Neil Diamond, 1981.
I did not.
It was brutal.
Yeah. The Al Jolson one.
It's a talkie.
No, but when I saw the preview for that movie, I was wondering what it was about. And Hugh Jackman is a good actor. I mean, he's been into.
It's a really good movie.
But yeah, I mean, that's just. I'll take your word for it again because
I thought it was about Neil Diamond or the story of Neil Diamond. It is not, but it is a true story.
But it's somewhat about Neil Diamond because it's about a band that was obsessed with the guy enough that they became a tribute band to him. I mean that's interesting right there.
Well, and Neil Diamond had a show going in Milwaukee, and this guy got together and contacted the band and said, we want you to play opposite Neil Diamond's show. And, people couldn't afford Neil Diamond's show, and the place was packed. No, it's
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite enough to get me to view in, but
a lot of music movies coming out.
Yeah.
Seems like recently,
I'll be honest with you. I was a little disappointed with the Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska one.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
A little bit.
Why? What were you expecting?
I was expecting more music.
Oh.
And less.
How was the actor?
Just the personal. Oh, he's a terrific actor. I mean, I think he did very well. It just was kind of a. Wanted more music.
It's that Nebraska period of time. Yeah, I'd just like to see Springsteen.
I mean, they did a good job representing where Springsteen's life was at that point.
And what years are we talking about?
Whenever Nebraska.
He has an album called Nebraska.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you.
Kind of an acoustic.
Yeah, see, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, see, and I wasn't that much into that.
Why is Bruce Springsteen writing about Nebraska? The state. I don't get what's the hook?
You'll have to ask Bruce.
Okay, because he's from obviously New Jersey, and
Nebraska is the 6th album,
but
released September 30th, 1982.
Oh God! Okay,
I was going to say 83, so 82.
I don't even remember it coming out, but
it's like a folk album, and I just wasn't really.
When did Born in the USA come out?
Just after that, it was written about the same time as he was recording that. All his biggest songs, other than Born to Run, really kind of came out around the same period.
Yeah, June the 4th.
A little later.
June the 4th, 1984.
Sophomore in college. I just never really embraced Springsteen that much music-wise.
No, I'm the same.
Some of his stuff I just love.
I mean, I've told you I like Born to Run, and then the I'm on Fire.
I like 4th of July, Asbury Park.
But like the song Born in the USA, that's just nauseating. Listen to him scream that.
He's screaming it.
He's just screaming it.
I don't love those kind of anthem songs as a rule.
I never have really either.
As a rule.
So, but
guys are too old.
Football is now officially over, guys.
I'm 77, and you guys are too old.
Football is over. You mean there's no more hula bowl?
I believe it's
none of that.
I believe it's all over until spring ball. Spring ball's right around the corner. Let's see. Price starts in about what? Let's say today's February 9th, so there's 19 days left in February.
6 weeks.
In spring ball, 6 weeks, man. Isn't that incredible? It just seems like the football season just ended.
It did. Well, it did yesterday.
And then the portal, and with the portal stuff, that keeps you thinking about football all the time. In the old days, you'd kind of separate but now with the portal, there was that 2-week stretch there in January where they added those 16 players where it was just nonstop. You're constantly being reminded, Hawkeye football, which is good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. And I'm going to post a column here later on today. I asked Iowa fans, I've gotten some interesting answers, and I've had people reach out and say, hey, some people want to answer, but they only want to do it on Facebook. And I'm like, well, I'm not on Facebook. And these people, they're not on Twitter. They don't have my email, so they can't. I asked fans, and I've had some interesting, actually read some.
What was the question?
What's your biggest concern about 2026 Iowa football moving forward? And I've talked to you guys about, and I have one, and I'm going to really, and I'm not going to.
Well, quarterbacks.
That's obviously.
Yes.
But
and that 3-game stretch.
Yeah, no, I'm not
so
sure.
Critical.
I'm not sure if anyone said. I'm talking more about not circumstances, more about personnel on the field.
We got a lot of problems in the chat room today.
Well, you know what I say.
Yeah. Captain enjoys seeing this show blow up 3 times a week. Then nobody gives an S about Pink Floyd.
I do.
That's harsh.
I do.
The guys on this show are some of the dumbest this country has to offer.
Then don't listen. Why are they?
Hello.
And they're not only listening, they're in a chat room commenting. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we like people to listen to us, but if you don't like it, you don't need to listen.
And then get out of the chat room. Go live your life.
Yeah, goodbye.
Are you banning them?
Yeah.
Oh, I
There
didn't
you
say
go.
you hadn't necessarily had to ban them.
Oh, yeah, ban away. Ban hammer.
Well, I don't know how to unban them, so
No, we don't need any of that.
Too late for
If you don't like it,
Are
get out.
those
They can listen, though. They just can't comment.
And do you think they're still listening?
Yeah. You pussy. You stinking coward pussy.
All right.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, here's some.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
That was good.
That works for me.
There's a little vitriol.
Okay.
But the guy that says nobody cares about Pink Floyd, that's not true. That's false.
Well,
means
I
he
would-
doesn't
1 out
care.
of 3 people here care.
It means he doesn't care
No,
about
I
Pink
don't
Floyd.
get me wrong.
I
I like Pink
I'm
Floyd.
not saying, but I'm saying you don't. You at this stage you really couldn't care. I get that. I'm not. That's not an insult. But for him to say nobody cares is just.
It's
wrong.
not right.
If Pink Floyd reunited, I would go to it.
Would you really?
Yes. It's freaking Pink
Would
Floyd.
you with Suter?
Huh?
No,
No, I would.
but I would go to Zeppelin.
I'd go to both.
Yeah.
Both
I'd go to both.
Both at Kinnick. Wouldn't it be great?
But
Kinnick
I'd also
Stadium.
go to
But
ABBA. so.
I would go. I would go to Pink Floyd. Partially
To find
the music
and the-
partially to see
Picket Waters,
waters blow up.
and you'd hopefully have a close enough seat to where maybe you could instigate. Right?
I think that'd be great.
I still think you should try to figure out a way to get him on the radio.
Yeah.
You can do radio with you can get people around all over the world, can't you?
I couldn't even get the cows in.
I know, but could you, technology-wise?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
How hard would that be?
Nothing.
Nothing. It would be nothing. Okay, I think you should have Tommy reach out to his publicist
Yeah.
and tell him who you are, and just say, "I want to fight with him for 15 minutes on the radio," but he can't cuss. And I
And no politics.
whoa.
Oh no, no, that's half the fun of it.
What are you going to talk about? Just music?
Yes.
Listen, the guy. It's not like you can say, "Well, this guy is MAGA" or "This guy is."
He hates everybody.
He hates everybody. That was the whole thing. He started ripping Trump.
He called him a
couple weeks
scumbag.
ago. Called him a scumbag, and then somebody commented right under it. Well, he calls everybody a scumbag.
Well, I've also heard him just say that Biden's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Clinton, he hates Clinton. He hates Bush. The guy.
He hates Jews. He hates Muslims. He does. He seems to hate everybody,
Yeah.
and he hates his Pink Floyd bandmates.
Yeah.
Does he hate his financial advisor?
Well, when you looked him up, he was worth $300 million. So probably
he's
not.
Probably doing okay.
That's still mind-boggling, though, to be worth that kind of money and be that miserable.
But nobody paid attention to him hating Trump because he hates everybody.
Yeah, well, he does.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we take a break and give the chat room time to
Recover,
regroup,
because we're coming back with some hard-hitting Hawkeye analysis.
to
We're
regroup
gonna break
and
it,
rearm.
Captain. We're going to break it down, aren't we?
Oh, sure. We're going to break down.
We'll be right back.
1, 1-800-800-ROSE.
1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country.
1-800-800-ROSE.
It's so easy. Just remember one number, 1-800-800-ROSE, your FTD florist.
1-800-800-ROSE.
Remember,
don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
For a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Harty and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Harty and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Harty and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HartyandStockerJewelers.com. Ask for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate. One of us is always there.
You take great care to maintain your home or business inside and out. But maybe, just maybe, there's something missing. Something that makes your home stand out among the others in your neighborhood. Something that makes your business pop and increases traffic. Something that you can change and customize at your command. Well, there's a solution, and that's Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuminlights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course lighting for all your favorite sports. The Illuminlights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuminlight's LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. For more information about Illuminlight's permanent outdoor lighting, go to BigDogTEK.net or give them a call at 319-395-0800. That's 319-395-0800.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483, 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance, honest plumbing at a fair price.
On an athletic team, you need team players, good athletes, superior equipment, and the best coaches available. In real estate, you need to have a good title and settlement team at your disposal. Hi, this is Steve Anderson. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, you need quality title and settlement services. Consider the team at Hawkeye Title. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
Don't let just anyone take care of your smile. At Diamond Dental, you can expect compassion, expertise, and a personalized care plan to protect your teeth for life. With more than 30 years of combined experience, Dr. Forbes and his staff are prepared to tackle even your toughest dental problems, leaving your smile healthy and sparkling. Diamond Dental offers a full range of general and cosmetic dentistry, as well as dental treatment options for snoring and sleep apnea. It's never too early to start thinking about what's best for your smile. Schedule an appointment today by calling 319-390-3703 or visiting the office at 5815 Consul Street Northeast, Suite D1 in Cedar Rapids. You can also visit DiamondDentalPC.com for more information. Dr. Forbes is a proud sponsor of the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and the Inner Circle. Let the Diamond Dental team provide superior care for your entire family.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier for years. And it works. Deer divots and dings do damage, but Premier Auto will do right by you. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Do yourself a favor. When your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier. The deer don't like Premier, but you will. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Hit a deer? Call Premier.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy 20,000 square foot indoor facility holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top-level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want 3 things. 1, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. 2, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And 3, you want to be treated like family. You get all 3 at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurant at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you. GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit Supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Gades and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
This is Kelly Neff. I've been programming and playing rock and roll oldies for over 50 years, some of them on this very radio station. I've put together a rock and roll quiz book called Fantastic Oldies Trivia. It's chock full of puzzles and games to test the knowledge of casual fans and even die-hard pop and rock music lovers. I've even included a bonus section with interesting facts about over 300 one-hit wonders. You can order your copy through most major online retailers or get an autographed copy and free shipping by buying directly through me while supplies last. For more information, contact me at kellyneffradio@gmail.com.
You love our food at the Ox Yoke Inn. How about helping prepare or serve it? If you are dependable for weekly scheduled shifts, we have a position for you. You'll be trained by the best. Apply for cook, baker, food server, or bartender online at oxyokeinn.com or in person. We'll even buy you lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch. Ox Yoke Inn, an Amana College tradition since 1940. Apply today.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
We have a couple of really nice days coming up, and really all week our high temperatures are going to be in at least the 40s, so something to look forward to. Today, mostly cloudy. We may see a little sunshine, especially this afternoon. Our high in the upper 40s to near 50 today. Tonight down to 32. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 47. We'll get to 44 on Wednesday. Could see a little rain or snow by later this week. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently, it's 26.
KCJJ weather, brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
This Friday morning, beginning at 6, it's KCJJ's Sweetheart Store radio auction. Got a lot of good food and other stuff on the auction.
We do.
Keep checking our website or our app because we're adding stuff every day. So that's this Friday at 6, followed by a 4-hour Hawk Fanatic beginning at 10 o'clock. And
you should sell Hawk Fanatic subscriptions for half price on. Oh wait, no, we're free. Never mind.
Well, we could charge them anyway.
There you go. Hey, man, I got this great deal. I paid $10 for a Hawk Fanatic subscription.
Yeah, how do we do that? Oh, just click on Hawk Fanatic. We got the technology. Yeah, we got you taken care of.
Yep. There you go. So, but hey, I brought up. So that means I don't have to come in Friday.
No, unless you want to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could use your help.
Again, I don't have to come in on Friday. Okay, remember I said, biggest concern, and this is just from the people that commented underneath my tweet. And of course, I'm not on Facebook. So, but the first response I got was defensive tackle. I like the guys they added, but I'm not certain how much we can expect. Fair enough.
Well, we don't know.
Another one, injuries and team chemistry. I think it's been proven time and time again that we have some, if not the best position coaches and coordinators in the Big Ten.
Fair enough.
D-backs, defensive line, wide receiver, I think quarterback will be okay. I trust Lester, and there was a lot of good talk during bowl prep with special teams and Kirk we trust. Having 30 of the new guys on campus already for winter conditioning and spring ball is huge.
This helps, yep.
Rebuilding O-line, better D-line, mainly edge to get pressure on QB. If our O-line is 80% as good and we take a leap with the D-line, I like our chances of going 10-2 and making the playoff, assuming all other positions develop as per standard. Quarterback, haven't had very good luck in getting an injury-free one. Fair enough.
Uh-huh.
Both sides of the line, if they are strong, the W's will be there. We've seen that.
That's true, too.
Even with average play or below average play at quarterback, we've seen that. Youth and lack of experience on D. Spring will be huge. He spells it with like 5 U's and huge. Work your magic, Phil. Who will step up as leaders, both sides of the ball, the special teams as a whole? Can Iowa still win a margin game as the entire unit builds back, coach on down to every specialist?
What is a margin game?
I assume very close, I guess. I don't know. Always QB first, then offensive line. Linebackers will be lacking experience. Talent is definitely there. Wide receiver and passing game. We have started to dig ourselves out, but still have a long way to go. Very fair.
I think that is totally fair.
And that connects to the quarterback.
It does.
Easy adds on the uniform. Please, no. Wow, interesting take. This guy's fearing that it's coming, that there's,
it is coming.
5 years you're going to see a bunch of little decals on helmets and shoulder pads and all.
100%.
It's going to be, and it's going to be millions of dollars involved with it. So that was an interesting one, I thought. Here's one, just D-line play. Here's one. The obvious answer is quarterback. Okay, fair enough. If that's how you feel. Lines and safety play. That's fair enough because they lose 2 of their 3 safeties. But I do think that Zach Lutmer is going to be one of the best safeties in college football next year if he stays healthy.
I think it's safe to say that Big Ten games are won in the trenches.
Yeah, it has to be the quarterback again. I will say that, but with a team like Ohio State, I've seen Ohio State not have great offensive lines and still be really good because of the talent they have in space.
Well, because their talent is just
but with a team like Iowa, Iowa
high.
doesn't have enough talent at skill positions to offset if the lines aren't really good.
No,
Here's
true.
one, quality wide receivers, okay? Watching fellow Iowa fans' excitement only to go the usual 8-4. It's the Ferentz standard of excellence. So here's a guy who dropped in didn't answer the question, just took a shot at I want to see there's a response to him. I want to.
Yeah, it's the settle for mediocrity.
Here's
crowd.
a guy that responded. You do realize that since 2015, 8-4 is the worst you can expect from an Iowa team. That's pretty much right.
Yes.
I mean, that's fair enough. Okay, I'd like to have a proven quarterback. That sounds like you. That was Oscar Romero showed us the way.
Well, actually, we had one last year, but he
wasn't proven
injured.
at this level.
No,
and he was not proven at this level. So our offensive line will not be as strong. A different approach will be needed. Sadly, Kirk will just pound and punt rather than evolve. A hard rain is going to fall.
Ooh,
Jesus!
See in our chat room.
I don't want to say his name. Let me see if he's a retired CPA golfer, father, and he's single. He's letting you know on Twitter.
Imagine that.
With that attitude, maybe I can see why. Gotta love the Hawks, and the Hawks will love you back, right, Captain?
Yes.
Is that your theory?
My-
If you love the Hawks love you back.
And if you don't,
then ban
Screw
you.
you.
Screw you, just like those people in the mean people in the chat room.
Yeah.
And then the last one, defensive line. I thought those are some
Those are all
interesting.
legit except for the.
Well, there are people just, you always have a little snark when you have stuff like this.
Yep.
People parachute in, they just want to get a reaction, and that's how it works. But I thought those were, the one that was interesting was the decals. I hadn't even considered that. But that's going to be depressing. I mean, but it's going to happen.
As long as it doesn't look like NASCAR.
Oh, I think they're going to look. I
outfits.
think at some point they're going to look like NASCAR.
Yeah, well,
There's just too
then
much
I won't
money
like it,
involved.
but-
I mean, those NASCAR drivers, they got these patches all over. But
Yeah.
think about how much money they're making. Money trumps everything. It really does.
Yep. Well, it doesn't. That sport was poor for a long time,
And now it's just flooded with money.
Yeah, it really is.
Millionaires everywhere.
Well, Michael Jordan,
He's
got a team.
Yeah, But yeah, Michael Jordan,
He's dumped a lot of money in that.
and he's also dumped a lot of money into building hospitals and stuff for people.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's done a lot of good stuff that sometimes I think gets sort of
Yes, he has.
It's just sort of ignored or overlooked, but he has done a lot of good stuff with his money. But yeah, that was some interesting takes for biggest concern. And I'm going to write. I've got my column pretty much written, and I'm sure everybody's going to agree with. I'm sure everybody will agree with what I write.
Between Jordan and LeBron, God.
Yeah, LeBron does a lot of good, especially with education.
Well,
His focus has been building schools.
Yeah, he builds schools and supports them.
Plus, he bought Papa John's and
That was Shaq, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Shaq.
That was
yeah,
Shaq.
you're right.
Yeah.
And didn't Shaq also do the printer ink?
Shaq does a ton.
stuff?
Shaq does a ton of good charity.
I like Shaq.
Yeah, I do too. I like Shaq. I've always liked him, and I remember Rick Riley wrote a column. I think it was Rick Riley, thanking God that Shaquille O'Neal turned out to be a good person because he goes, "Could you imagine having a 7'2", 350-pound
Really?
menace?" Seriously, think about that. I mean, Shaq in his
Fair
prime.
enough.
Shaq in his prime. I don't think even would anyone in their right mind have challenged that thing at 7'2", 350.
Well, it was.
And I say thing, I mean that affectionately. He was a monster in his prime.
He was raising money for some charity. I saw this on the news, and standing next to Sabrina Carpenter, who seriously looked like one of those Americana dolls.
Well, she's literally 2 feet shorter.
Yeah,
or a little more.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Easy.
No. But no, Shaq's a good man.
Yeah.
He's a good man, and that I don't really watch them much anymore because it doesn't seem like ESPN has them on as much.
I've never had since he bought Papa John's, but I understand he did make it better. He did.
I've never really liked.
I
Papa
haven't
John's.
had Papa John's since
Too
he bought
sweet.
it.
It's too. Their sauce has always been too sweet for me. I've never been a big Papa John's
And
fan.
I agree with that.
They don't advertise, do they? I don't want to.
No.
Now, if they do,
I have never tasted better.
I do love that they give you a pepperoncini pepper with your.
They do. That's to drown out how sweet and they're.
You just love it when
I do like that. I open the door for that. No, it's too much sweet and too much garlic for me. Yeah, I just have never really been.
Garlic generally works for me, but sweet.
Garlic works for me at times. Not a lot on pizza though. I don't need a lot of it on pizza. But no, that's good that he's taking it. I know they got that one. What they call it, the Big Shack. There's
the Big Shack.
The Big Shack. It's just a massive thing with pepperoni just all over the thing. Now
Sounds good.
That's probably not. You put enough pepperoni on any pizza, it's gonna be pretty good.
There you go.
That's kind of how I look at it. I had a little home run frozen pizza last night. Oh, and I want to say to you guys, I tried those Incrustables.
Yeah.
Those things are incredible.
Aren't they just
the problem
great?
is though, I can't eat one.
No, not
They
at
come in
all.
boxes of 3. So far, I've had them twice. I did the chocolate ones and the grape ones. The first time I opened it up, I ate 2 right away, and then I ate 2 about 20 minutes later, so it was gone. The other night, I opened up the chocolate ones. I ate 3 right away, and then I ate the other one this morning. The chocolate ones are incredible. If you let them thaw long enough, you got to let them thaw long enough.
Yeah.
I
like
the
the
grape
peanut
one.
butter and strawberry.
Yes.
And I let it thaw to the point where it's still kind of cold.
That's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I haven't done the strawberry yet. I've done grape first, and I did the chocolate hazelnut 2 days ago, and I want to say those are good.
I went
$4.49 for 4 of them.
Seriously, I went through I get them
$1.10 each.
I get them in tens.
They're not real big.
No.
I mean, I can eat. I mean, like one I had when I got the grape ones, I had 2 of them for lunch with a bag of chips. That was lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, let them sit out for about an hour to an hour and a half, and then they're
they're good.
No, they are. You guys were right on that.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree on music, but we can agree on Encrustables.
Yeah,
We can.
well, Roger Waters hates them.
Oh, he does. He does. He hates the grape one, the strawberry one, and the chocolate one. They are all just evil. But no,
They're
those
all
are
trash.
they're Smuckers, right?
Yeah.
Because Hy-Vee's got their own ones too. They've got their own Encrustables right below.
I didn't never see them.
They're well, I haven't tasted Hy-Vee's, but they're like $1 cheaper.
Yeah.
They look almost exactly alike picture-wise, but Smuckers is Smuckers.
Yeah.
But no, those are.
And Smuckers makes its own peanut butter.
Yes.
And see, the nice thing about the
too.
chocolate hazelnut one, it can also be a sugar fix.
Yeah. But it's hard to find Smuckers peanut butter.
It is, but it's good. Real good.
It wasn't hard to find when we were kids.
No?
It was all over the place.
No, and now it's just hard. Yeah, it's hard to find Smuckers peanut butter, but it's really good.
But yeah, I've done it twice. The next one I'll get the strawberry, so I will have had all 3.
You will.
Have you tried the chocolate one?
I have not. I'm not a big.
Oh,
chocolate.
that's right. You don't like chocolate.
Not a big
you like
chocolate
fan.
fan.
I like chocolate.
You've tried the chocolate.
But I haven't tried the chocolate.
You'll like it. It's good. All right, back to the Hawks.
Yeah.
Okay, Hawkeye women. 6 games left. I think they need to go 4-2 to get in the top 16.
So if they go 4-2, that would make them 13-5 in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would get them top. I think. I mean, of course, none of us know. We're speculating, but 4-2 is probably not going to be easy.
Of course, I guess it depends who. Well, they're all except for Wisconsin. The teams we play are all pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Washington at Nebraska. Well, no, Purdue isn't. At Purdue, Michigan, Illinois at home, and at Wisconsin.
Yeah, and you say Wisconsin's sort of like Minnesota is better this year, right?
They're better, but they're not as good as
Minnesota.
No, they're not.
No, Minnesota shot way better than I thought they would. So I mean, yeah, it's there. They're going to make the tournament. But
Yes,
now, even if they lose, well, if they lost out, they'd go 9-9. Do you think? Let's say they lose out and lose in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Would they still make the NCAA tournament?
Oh boy. Let's see. What would that? Let's look at the schedule.
Or okay, let's say let's give them the Purdue win, and they end up going 10-8, but they lose 5 out of 6.
That would be 19 wins. Ooh.
I still think they'd be in.
19-10.
19. Wouldn't it be 19-9?
19-9.
19-9. Then let's say they lose in the first round of the tournament. 19-10. 10. I still think they would be in.
Probably. But
so I say that meaning, yes, there's pressure, but there's not. They need to also say we've accomplished a lot. Let's don't overthink this. I mean, we're not in this. We gotta win. I mean, they've accomplished enough to where I think they're almost in the tournament. But now, of course, they got to play for seeding. There's still a ton to play for. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, it's not a disaster right now. They're 9-3 in the Big Ten.
But if they lost their last 10 games,
well, no, I'm going to give them the Purdue.
I don't know.
I'm going to give them the win over Purdue because
right.
Purdue's so bad. I give them that. I'm doing worst case scenario is that, and and what I'm saying is, even with that scenario, I still think they're in. And that's worst case. So maybe you can kind of convince yourself of that to sort of relieve a little bit of the pressure. But no, I think at worst they go 3-3. At worst.
And I think that's probably accurate.
And 3-3, that would make them 12-6.
Because I really don't. I mean, we've beaten Wisconsin, I think, 25 straight times. I really.
It's there, right?
Yes.
I give them a chance because it's there, but no, I think they'll win that. And where's the Nebraska game?
We have played them twice.
Yeah, and I watched them. Maryland pounded them in Lincoln the other day. It wasn't even close.
No, the men play Nebraska twice.
Yes, the men.
Right?
Maryland beat the Nebraska women in Lincoln the other day. Maryland was leading throughout the whole game. So the Nebraska women aren't that good.
No, they're not. But we play them there, so
that will help.
Tough.
But like I said, Maryland. When I looked, they were winning by like 18. And Maryland's I think they're only a game over 500. So, no, there's a lot there for the women. I mean, they're not going to win the Big Ten regular season title. That's long gone. But if they can go 4-2, I think they're a top 16 team. I think they're hosting. And if she can, if Jan could get to the Sweet 16 in her second year, that would be quite an accomplishment. Because remember, they won a game in the tournament last year, guys. I mean, she won 23 games last year and a tournament game. That's a pretty good debut season.
It was.
Because I think had Lisa done the same thing, we would have been okay with that after losing all that talent from the previous year. Just to get back to the tournament, I thought in year one under Jan was a nice accomplishment. Ben is clearly on the way to the NCAA tournament. Now they're playing for seed. I mean, they win Wednesday, which I still think they will, even though Maryland won at Minnesota. To me, that's good for Ben that Maryland won. Because, I know these guys take it one at a time and nobody wants it more. But just having that little reminder, hey, guys, look, they did what we couldn't do in Minneapolis. Maryland did that.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll get their attention if he's worried about them taking them lightly, which I don't buy that stuff. But I think Iowa's going to go to Maryland and win. Now, if they lose, then you say, wow, Maryland's got they've got a little thing going.
Maryland's gotten
They
better.
do have a good coach, and I don't know if that Pharrell Payne is back or not. But if Iowa wins that 9-5, 9-4, boy, it's going to be rocking for Purdue this weekend. And what's the tip off for that again?
Purdue game is kind of an odd time. Isn't it 4 o'clock?
I thought it was 4. Is it Saturday?
4 o'clock.
Saturday, right?
Yes.
4 o'clock on Saturday? That is kind of an odd time. But, I mean, I'm fine with that. Wasn't the game the other day started at 4, didn't it? They've had another game start at 4. I mean, now there's no time is off limits, it seems like.
We had UMass Lowell was at 4 o'clock.
I thought there was another one just recently, men or the women, that I covered that was at 4. Yesterday's was at 2. I like that time. To me, my favorite time is Saturday at noon to have a game. Of any time, if I could pick any time to have an Iowa basketball game, I like Saturday at noon the way it used to be.
Yeah, the men have 2 8 o'clock games. Nebraska here and Ohio State here. That's too bad.
And the Nebraska game, it's going to be rocking in there. What day of the week is that?
Tuesday.
Yeah. That I still think that especially if they keep winning their arena, because there's going to be Nebraska fans there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were struggling a little bit against Rutgers the other day, and then I look up and they end up winning. I know they've had 2 losses, but they are a very legitimate team.
Oh, they are. They're a real good team.
Yeah,
I really don't want to see Price Sanford reigning in threes. I really don't want to see that.
Well, if they don't defend him, he's going to be raining in threes.
I know.
But I don't worry about Iowa's defense. I mean, yesterday they were really struggling on offense early, but they stayed in the game because they defended. Now, Northwestern also played the game at its tempo. They wanted to slow the game down, kind of ugly it up, which they did. But Northwestern's not very good. They just do not have much personnel.
And they're pretty young.
They're young, but still, they're just not very good. And this is a tough year for him. But he's the only coach to take them to the NCAA tournament. He's done it 3 times, so he's got plenty of job security, and I really like him. I mean, he's one of my favorite coaches. And I've always told you, I thought he would have been a good choice for Beth, but I think Ben is maybe even a better fit. And I think Chris is a good fit for where he is right there now. And they'll get through this. I mean, this is a tough year. They've had a few injuries, but they're just not very good. I mean, they're just not.
Ever in your wildest dreams you may have, but I never imagined Martinelli would be the top scorer in the country.
Yeah, no, I guess
what?
I mean, he's not. He's a very unorthodox player. He's not real smooth, but I look up and he's got 21 points. Yeah, he finds a way to get it done.
Yeah,
and but yeah, no, I never would have thought that. But that's one thing with Chris. Players get better at Northwestern. At least they have. They develop there. He's had a lot of that. He's just at Northwestern, same with football. Sometimes all the tough academic standards and all the can catch up with you, and you have an off year at times. It's harder to win at Northwestern because it's harder to get guys in academically.
Where did Barnheiser go? Because he didn't graduate, did he? I thought he was.
I thought he was trying. I thought he
portaled.
Well, I thought he tried out for professional. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I thought he did that. I'm not sure where he is now. I can look it up, but no, I thought he decided to try the NBA, and I don't know if he's in the NBA. What's his name? Brooks Barnheiser.
Brooks Barnheiser.
I'll Google it. See.
Yeah, I do. So I mean, Northwestern. They've had some good teams under him, though. They had those two real good guards that Iowa wanted, Scotty Lindsey, and I can't remember the other guy. But,
he's a rookie with the Oklahoma City Thunder, playing on a 2-way contract. Okay. So yeah, he's.
Well, that's still pretty
trying
good.
to hang on in the NBA. Good luck to him. No, he was a good player.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and he and Martinelli were a good combo, what have you. But Northwestern just does not have the horses. The big guy in the middle, he just never got into the game. He got into foul trouble.
No.
And I know the Iowa fans didn't like number 4, the little point guard, because they thought he got a little rough when he got that technical. And the fans were, every time he touched the ball, the students were booing. I thought that was a decent crowd. Some people reached out to me when I took a picture of it, and oh man, that's a terrible. Look at all. I thought for a Sunday Super Bowl at 2, it was a decent crowd.
It was. It was about, what'd you say, 10,000?
I'd say 10, 11,000.
Yeah.
You know, Super Bowl Sunday, and some people don't like to go to games on Sundays. I've had people tell me that. They just don't. But I thought overall it was a decent crowd. You win a game like that, it will help the next time. But Purdue's going to be rocking. It's sold out. It is going to be a fun atmosphere, perfect time. Doesn't look like the weather. Well, I don't know. Can we look far enough ahead to the weather on Saturday?
Well, it says a chance of rain or snow. It'd have to be pretty early because we're going to get into the low 40s.
Oh, so okay. So I didn't know if, I mean, God, we're almost halfway through. You think we're going to have any more minus 15s?
No. But
February can be brutal.
It can. We'll probably get it back into the 20s.
You think that's the worst it gets for the rest of this winter?
I don't think it's going to get
back to what we had.
You don't think there'll be another portal vortex?
I'm a Phoebe.
I mean, that stretch, that was about a 3-week, wasn't that about a 3-week stretch where the weather was
cold,
below zero or below freezing the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, we've earned this. This is nice. So, but no, that's going to be a fun atmosphere, and I think
got a shot.
I think they're going to beat Purdue.
I think they're
going to beat Purdue. God, I sound like Suter. I think they're going to beat Purdue, and they're going to be 20-5, and that's when we start screaming, bring on. Well, I guess you could say bring on Michigan. Who is ranked number 1 in men's right now?
Is it Arizona?
Oh yeah, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona, and then that Duke game. I was watching that, and I got distracted, and I missed the last minute and 38 seconds.
The Duke NC.
Yeah, and I missed. I missed the winning shot by North Carolina, and then somebody put up a video. This person was sitting literally in the front row, right where the shot was taken. You could see the whole play develop, and then you could tell the ball was going to go in because this guy had the perfect camera angle on his cell phone. And then, but it sounds like the post-game court storming, the Duke coach was saying that some of his assistants got punched in the face and what have you. And this court storming stuff, we've been debating this for years. Unless they just start doing major fines, I don't think it's going to stop. But I don't know, if you're North Carolina, why would you storm the court if you beat Duke? You're North Carolina. You would just, I don't care what Duke's ranked.
I mean, they were well behind with.
But still, why would North Carolina storm the court for beating Duke? I don't
hate
get that.
Duke.
I know, but show your hate by saying, we're so above, we don't need to storm the court. We expected to win this. I don't get that. Storming the court makes, we were just so lucky to do this. We're blah, blah, blah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. What about you, Captain? Do you like court storming?
Not particularly.
Remember when Randy Peterson broke his leg at that game in Ames?
Even if,
he wasn't storming the court. They ran him over.
Even if you're a complete underdog and you win the thing.
I just have never understood. But I'm just saying, because North Carolina and Duke, they kept saying during that game, this is the greatest rivalry in all of sports. Okay, well, then whoever wins shouldn't have to storm the court if they're both that good. That's all I'm saying. That's just my take.
Fair enough.
See if the chat room agrees with me. You think they agree with me?
They said you're a dumb son.
No, man, I wish those guys would go back to talking about Pink Floyd. Do you have any of that?
No.
So if he did get Roger Waters on, would you listen to, or would you be in here with it? Would you be helping Captain?
Depends when it was.
Yeah. Would you fire back at Roger if he got nasty?
I would ban him.
Roger Waters
in a heartbeat.
But am I right, though? Are there a lot more music? What do you call these things that are coming out now? The Bohemian Rhapsody, the one on Dylan, the one on Springsteen, the one on Elton John.
The biopics?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden are there a bunch of them coming out?
I don't know. I thought that one on Elton John was weak.
I agree.
I have not seen it.
It just... Yeah, it wasn't in chronological order, number one, and it really... No, I just thought it was weak.
No, I didn't like it. I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it could have been better, but I thought the acting was incredible.
Oh, Rami Malek.
Yeah, he was incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was just blown. I'm like, God, it's almost like you think it is Freddie.
Yeah. And I liked the Dylan one. I thought was extremely good.
I thought good acting and everything. I didn't learn anything new, but I'm
you wouldn't.
so deep into Dylan,
there's nothing new on the Beatles for me. It's just
and none of us have seen the Zeppelin documentary. I have not yet.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Did
I
you
saw
like
it on
it?
the plane.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, it
I
was good.
I kept thinking it'll be available here shortly. Is it out on Netflix yet?
Yeah, it's
probably.
I think Netflix or
which I don't
Prime.
have. Okay, I wonder if you think YouTube will ever get it.
Probably.
And for these people that it's not a look at their whole career.
Actually, it might be on YouTube already.
You know how to, you know how to get.
I don't know how to
on YouTube.
No, but I can figure that out.
It's
You think
like
it might be available?
Yeah, you go to there's a little money bag.
Oh, I know. You click on that.
Yeah, click on that, and then it'll tell you like you can get Max and stuff, but then it'll go into movies that they've got.
So do you purchase them or are they free?
Purchase them.
Okay, I may check that out.
And you can rent them for some of them for $3.99.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to check that out. So you watched it on when you were flying back from
somewhere, yeah, and from Europe last time.
Okay. So it must not. Is it real long?
No.
Is it longer than 2 hours?
I don't think so.
Okay. And it's just about the forming of the band, right?
I mean,
it's not,
I watched 3.
I mean, they didn't talk about Bonham's death or anything, right? Because it was just about the forming of the band, how it got together.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
And they had some good concert footage.
Okay. I love the footage of John Bonham playing the drums at 8. They show that in the preview. I assume was that all they showed of him as a young kid playing? Just that little spot there?
He wasn't big on giving interviews, right?
No, he was mean, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I think
he was mean.
He and Peter Grant were mean.
Well, he wasn't comfortable.
He wasn't comfortable, and he hated traveling.
Yeah. They had some good interview footage with him from early on, so he must have developed his hatred as.
Well, from what I've read about him, he absolutely hated traveling. He hated leaving his farm.
Yeah.
Just did not like traveling.
He didn't like that. He didn't like giving interviews. That doesn't mean that he didn't give interviews.
When you're Led Zeppelin and you're Zenith, you have to.
Yeah.
But Peter Grant was mean. They're big, huge. That guy was mean, big and intimidating. So, but did they show much footage of them when they were young? That's what.
mean in different bands and stuff?
No, when they were like kids, like growing up. Was there much?
A little.
Okay, because I always find that stuff fascinating. You know, the pictures of them, what they look like, where they came from. And it sounds like were all their parents pro music? Did they go to that?
Yes. They were pro music, but not necessarily pro Led Zeppelin at the start.
Okay.
You're never going to make a living
playing kind of music.
That kind of music. That's
and
right.
Little did they know that they were on the cusp of taking that kind of music to a whole new level.
I mean, I think, if I recall, John Paul Jones's father was in music.
I think I do remember that, yeah. I think I remember reading that.
Was kind of a classical guy.
Okay. No, I'm going to look that up. I'll check that out because that's something I would like to watch.
Can you imagine Roger Waters at 5 years old just
screaming at his
kindergarten
teacher?
Screaming at his parents.
This peanut butter sucks. I don't want to take a nap, you... Can we say the B word?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
You bitch. I don't want to take a nap.
Get that goddamn man out of here.
And to think, didn't he write Money?
Yes.
One of the greatest songs ever. You like Money, don't you?
Yeah.
I love that song. I love how it builds up and what have you. So, but
great bass line.
Baseball. Speaking of bass line, baseball starting on Friday. We'll be fully into spring sports by Friday, and congratulations to the Iowa gymnastics team, 4,100, breaking the record and beating Nebraska, and you were there.
We were there.
You riding that wave, was it fun?
Oh, yeah. I enjoy the Gym Hawks. Yeah.
Did you use the concessions? Did you get anything from the concessions?
Yes, we got popcorn and Diet Coke, and then at the game yesterday, got a ice cream cone.
Okay, some guy in front of me at the game yesterday got some IPA can of beer, and he told me
Eddie, probably.
He said it was $16.
Yeah, I think it is. Because the domestics, I think, are 13.
People are getting restless with wrestling. I noticed a lot of that on Facebook.
They did beat Michigan State, as you said, 40-6 yesterday.
Michigan State is terrible.
Oh, they've always been terrible.
They needed that.
Yeah, no, this is a tough situation right now. I mean, and I'm not don't cover wrestling enough to really want to try to speak with any type of authority. But I don't think he's going to get fired, and I don't really think he should. I think it's an overreaction to the moment. The moment is not good, but I think he needs more time. And who are you going to get?
Well, I think that's the big thing.
So, but what made you say that right now, Captain?
Because I'm seeing a lot of that on Facebook, and people have asked me why we don't address it more.
We've talked about it a couple times.
Yes, that's what I told them.
I mean, I don't think he should be fired. And they're struggling. I came out here the other day and said it's boring. They don't ever try to attack. But it's easy for us to sit here and judge these guys. I mean, there's obviously issues with Iowa wrestling right now, and they're going to address them.
Brands has to say, I've got the right guys.
He has to right now. He can't throw his guys under the bus.
And I can't say anything to. I like Tom.
I don't have any problem with the Brands. He's hilarious. He's one of those guys that's funny even without trying.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's just how he is.
Yeah.
Everything he does is funny in a way, even when he's mean to you. It's kind of funny.
But I'm not going to,
I don't cover it enough. I don't know enough about it. But I'm
not
also
one to say fire.
Licklider needed fired.
Yes.
I think you could say that Brian Ferentz had kind of reached his end. I think most of these firings, Gail Blevins was a terrible decision.
But I'm just not going to say somebody. And I don't think that he should.
No, I don't either. If I thought he should, I would say it. I don't have anything to hide, but I just don't think he should. So, but they do have issues. They've got Penn State is just in a different galaxy right now, and that's hard enough to.
That's hard enough. Losing to Penn State is no crime, but the problem is losing to Iowa State, losing to Nebraska,
and losing big to Ohio State.
Yes,
Ohio State's good, but they're not Penn State, and Iowa lost to them by a combined 54-19.
Yeah,
this year that's not good. And there's issues, and it'll be interesting to see if there's any staff shakeup. But they got to get better wrestlers, and they got to develop. It's that simple. They got to get better wrestlers, and they got to develop them better.
Well, they do.
But they know that. It's not rocket science, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But my big thing with Iowa and just wrestling in general is it's boring. Hardly anyone scores. If it's two really good guys wrestling against each other, it always seems like it's 2-1 as opposed to 12-11, and I find that boring.
And back when I was a big wrestling fan, that Iowa was scoring points.
They were Penn State.
They were.
I think I read Penn State had 24 takedowns against Michigan. Iowa had 4.
I thought it was 30.
It wasn't even more 30. It was an incredible number.
Like 38 to 4.
It was an incredible number. And then like against Iowa had 2 takedowns against Penn State.
Yeah.
They're just not launching the attack, and that's what's so ironic is that's all the Brands did was attack. When they wrestled. They weren't dirty. But they were so aggressive and physical that they knocked the door on being dirty just from being so physical. They were mean, angry wrestlers. But they were also 2 of the greatest wrestlers in the history of the program. Now they're coaching guys who aren't as good as them.
Yeah.
And that has to be tough.
No question about it right now.
Yeah, that's...
Brands, both of them were better than anybody they got.
Yeah, and because Tom Brands, you could argue, you could make a case for being the greatest wrestler in Iowa program history.
Yeah, he's
3-time
right
champion. Yeah, but when you watch the Brands, they wrestled pissed. They wanted to destroy their opponent. They just wanted to just get rid of him as fast as they could. And the guys now just don't seem to have that same mentality. Now, it's easier to have that mentality when you're better than the guys you're wrestling against, too. I get it. But I think part of that mentality is what made them better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
So there you
sure
go.
it does.
Yeah. There's a little wrestling chat. But no, it's an interesting dynamic, though, when you have a guy whose whole personality was built on attack, and he has a team that just has trouble getting takedowns.
He's expressed frustration.
Well, he does it all the time.
Yeah.
But he can't go overboard. You don't want to start throwing these guys under the bus.
No.
And wrestling's a tough enough sport anyway.
And I don't think you can fire somebody because they're not Dan Gable.
No, and he's also won 4 national championships. Should be 5.
He should not be fired.
No,
I was stopped the other day at Hy-Vee, and you guys don't talk. And I told him, we do talk about it, But
was he wanting Brands fired?
He wanted Brands fired, and I told him the same thing I said. I'm not going to say fire this one, fire that. I did. Yeah, Lick had to go. Lick had to go. But I don't say fire. I have begged and pleaded with Tom to fire me, and so
Well,
far-
I think that, like the softball coach, Marla Looper, she had to go.
Yes.
She was given 8 years. She had plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's ones that are just, that's the right thing to do. And I just don't think
Well,
with
and I've never argued with that. I'm just not one that's going to go out in public and say, fire this guy, fire that guy. That's just not me.
There you go. She's got a heart over there.
Lick needed to go, though.
We
can all agree on that.
Lick needed to go.
Lick it
Except
up.
for Lick.
Lick it up. Remember, I always thought they should have had that song from Kiss when the team would come out. Remember that song, Lick It Up by Kiss? You like that?
The only two people who thought Lick should have stayed were Lick and Izzo.
Yeah, Izzo.
What about Lil Lick?
No, he wanted his dad gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Izzo. Izzo wanted him to stay. That was classic. That was the best Izzo ever.
God. But he does that. Izzo doesn't want any coach to be fired.
No, that's just, he's in the profession.
How about his week? He loses at Minnesota, then he comes and beats. Didn't they beat Illinois? I thought they beat Illinois 85-82. They ended up another game that I was watching and got distracted and missed the end of it. But I think they won, and they lost at Minnesota, and then Maryland. It's just wacky. Then Maryland goes and wins at Minnesota yesterday.
Well, it's Big Ten basketball, and even the bad teams can, from time to time, they're good enough.
But Minnesota's still not that good.
No,
Iowa's
they're
better
not.
than Minnesota. That's why Northwestern couldn't win, and it does. I still don't think Michigan State's as good as its record, if that makes sense. They somehow win. I still think.
I would agree with that, but that's true some of the time, a fair amount of time.
It is, and yet they still found a way to beat Illinois, who I think is the best team in the conference. I think they have the most talent.
Chat room came back with, I'd like to have Roger Waters and Neil Diamond on stage just screaming.
Screaming at each other?
Yeah.
You think they know each other?
No.
You think they've ever met? Hang in the same circles?
No.
You imagine Neil Diamond singing like tracks from Uma Guma?
Uma Guma!
Does it?
Song blow.
Doesn't he have some health issues right now?
Yes.
Does he have Parkinson's disease?
Yes.
Something.
Okay, that's what I thought. Like he can't tour anymore, right? How
don't
about
think
him in his prime? Would he have filled Kinnick in his prime?
Neil Diamond?
Mid-70s.
Yeah.
He'd filled Kinnick?
Oh, I think so. He was huge.
No,
Tucky
he
Woman,
was.
Shiloh.
And I saw him right when he...
What about
Brother Loves Traveling,
What
Sweet
about-
Caroline.
He played
Play Me.
KSTT brought him in, and he was just... Oh, this was before that. This was Kentucky Woman, and,
I mean, filling up Kinnick, it probably wouldn't be 70,000.
Would Bad Bunny fill up
I
Kinnick?
don't know.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yes, absolutely. And Neil Diamond in his prime.
I think he would.
Would have.
Yeah. Bad Bunny absolutely would.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you brought Lady Gaga with him, right?
Yeah.
That would
Well,
probably-
Oh, and Lady Gaga would, too.
Yeah, Lady Gaga on her own would, too.
yeah. Her music's never worked for me. I've listened to some of
fair
it.
enough.
She can sing.
I'd take Taylor Swift's music over hers.
She can sing so many different
Me too.
genres. Though Lady Gaga.
Well, I saw a
that
video
is
of her
amazing.
before she became famous. She was singing
Great piano player, too.
She was playing the piano and singing either a Doors song or a Pink Floyd song. I can't remember. And it was from back like years ago when they were just a struggling band trying to make it. She was playing the keyboards and she was singing, might have been the Alabama Whiskey song by the Doors, seriously. And it was okay, but I give her credit for doing it. I mean, she was thinking way outside the box.
Oh, she's
And then said it was about 4 years before she
When
broke
she
into
did
huge
the
fame.
duets with Tony Bennett. I mean, she can sing anything. She really can, any genre. She can do.
But yeah, I didn't know who that was when I'm like, I did not realize it was Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Because I didn't recognize
Oh,
her.
she was, yeah. No, that was a great show last night. I enjoyed that a lot.
All right, well, I will. I haven't found out who we're going to have Wednesday for our Iowa guest. I assume we'll have somebody, and I'll let you guys know that.
Okay, that'll be
And
good.
then again, no show on Friday.
No show.
But yeah, a lot of big hoops right now. I mean, we're in that stretch drive. The women have 6 games left. They've had 3.
That's
do they only have
amazing,
3?
isn't
Do
it?
they only have 3 games left at Carver?
Uh-huh.
Is that it? Think about that.
4.
Or
Wait,
4.
no, 3, because Minnesota.
Yeah. There's
just
3
had
games left at
Minnesota.
Carver.
Yep.
I mean, the season's almost. It's crazy. In February, we're a third of the way through February already.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It really is. So, but we done?
We're done.
All right. Thanks to us for coming in.
Yeah, I want to thank myself for coming in.
Thanks to the chat room for nothing.
Nothing from the
Zero.
chat. No support.
No support.
No respect.
Nothing but
No patience.
hatred. Vitriol.
And narrow-mindedness, right?
Yeah, that too.
Very narrow-minded in the chat room.
Yeah.
But deep down, you love them, though, right?
All right, so Molly Suter is next.
Will the chat room be nice to her?
No.
They're mean to her, too?
Well, she won't be on the chat room.
But are they mean to her, though, without her knowing?
I don't know, but sometimes they're creepy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So Molly Suter's next. HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you